An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as they'll get this up past the 35-yard line. The Broncos at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
This is 2nd and 8. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Wilson rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Has his man, that's James. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they played extremely well last week. in that win over the Packers.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think I numbered that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring more attention to him as well.
And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwabena. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now Williams running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, he's got it wide open, complete. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They go play action with Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Pacheco once again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, being a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Williams. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Okay, let's make some good calls, offense.
Now Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Wilson on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 6. Mims in motion left.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Looking to throw. Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in 1 drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's got this down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. James now to return it. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They go play fake. Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by James. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is part of it. This guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mahomes firing complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Touchdown! Richie James with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to a field goal. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Butker's kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. James has got it, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
This 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pacheco. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A gain of 14. First down, Chiefs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Here's 2nd down. Pacheco on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Mahomes. Throw there going to be incomplete.
faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now is Wilson.
Able to find Judy, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Plenty of time, and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now Wilson.
And that's caught by Williams.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Wilson to throw.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's
complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's another Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's make a play here. Man up, man up.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Back to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
On second down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Okurobu now. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as to understand where they are on the field?
On first down, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Another try, second and 10 now. To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Let's go, baby.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Over that came from.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on in that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Again, it's Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5.
off to about the 39.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the open drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
We can make this one pretty simple. Wrapped up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Mahomes to throw it. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Mahomes will throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. You get 6, so much the better.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Butker's kick here is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here, right? Look, if this is college football, they keep playing. You know, they're going to break that tie and continue to go how many overtimes it takes. Postseason football, we're still playing. But it's the regular season. You get 1 extra period to decide it. This one we get field goals on each side. And guess what? The end result's the same.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up.